Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to Social Media Trends on the Weekend Show. My name is Ina Peters. Glad to be back. Beautiful presentation by Odi. Definitely enjoyed that. And of course, the Kobe Bryant situation. Really sad. This week, it was a lot on social media. Of course, the Kobe Bryant situation, Burna Boy, Grammys. I can go on and on, but then I'll just give you all my stories without even doing anything. So let's start the show proper. Let me tell you what's been happening, or the bigger stories that made it here. Hey, you're already seeing it, shots fired. Now, a video surfaced online showing the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, attacking his predecessor and the current APC national chairman, Adams Oshomole, telling him that he's been attacking the state and he's not giving him enough breathing space, to do his job. Now, this is not the first time this is happening. We've definitely seen the friction between the two leaders, and let's just say this is the most recent. Take a look at the video for yourself, provided by Channel Television.
Then say, go and build the party from the base. From the word. That is what we are doing. And anybody who cannot comply with the party structure has to leave the party. And we are warning the suspended national chairman. If he continues with his activities in Edo State, I will show him that I am the governor of Edo State. Because while he was governor, he will not tolerate a fraction of the misdemeanors and misbehavior he's undertaking today.
So, I mean, there you have it. I will show him that I am the governor. Let me just tell you that this week, thanks to this video, I saw Edo people. They came out, on social media. Sometimes when you see stories about, a particular governor, or, you see, people from that state, this week, we did see Edo. We felt their presence on social media. Let's take a look at some of the reactions at Ade_Nurain. LOL, Godwin Obaseki, a former banker, stockbroker, now a member of APC and a sitting governor, was caught on camera threatening to deal with Oshomole if the latter tries to be funny. Adams Oshomole is a lifetime labor unionist, ex-governor, and the national chairman of APC. At Mo_shoes, I am totally shocked by the boldness in calling out Oshomole in the two videos so far. What amazes me is the calmness of Oshomole in the face of these provocations. Obaseki does not need to stoop this low now. His aides or commissioners can do this now. Okay. At Kayode Bakare 8, what is Obaseki's game plan? Who knows? I'm sure he knows he won't get APC ticket. What's his plan? So he's saying you're coming for the national chair, although he said the suspended, but you're coming for the national chairman and you think you'll get another ticket. Okay. At Sunday Olusoga 31, human being Sha, who would have said that Governor Obasanjo, Sunday, who would have said that Governor Obaseki is capable of this, biting the fingers that feeds one is the highest level of betrayal. I think someone should tell this man that. Okay, Sunday. All right, Sunday. He's hearing you, I'm sure. At Olayemi_123, now that Obaseki has become governor, he is not a fashola, and he said also, I'm not Ambode and Edo is not Lagos, LOL. This reminds me of Akintola's word to Awolowo. He said, we have put the ring on the hand of the chief priest. It can never be removed again. All right, that's a fine place to leave it there. Don't forget, you can also tell us what you think about this particular situation. Do we think that, soon and very soon, Obaseki and Adams Oshomole will come to a position where, they won't be throwing jabs at each other back and forth. I don't know. And but maybe this is also a good platform, so we get to see Edo people show themselves, on Twitter and everywhere, because stories like this gets them excited. But to another exciting news, rather sad, because when I was 7, this did not happen to me. So, I don't like these things. But then again, congratulations, because yes, the federal government have officially, made it into law that 33,000 naira would now be given to NYSC corporates. And I'm even just core members, and I'm just even excited about that for them, because it's truly not easy. And as much as you're serving your fatherland, you know, this program, this whole scheme, you know, is trying to integrate Nigerians, taking people from the south down to the north, taking people from the west down to the east. And it's like you don't have family members there and you're supposed to survive on what salary? 19,800, the money that the federal government gives to you. And most times, I'm a Nigerian, I have served, so I know what it's like. Most times you go to, you know, your PPA and you're not being paid much, or you're not even being paid at all. And you have to work because it is required, it is recommended. So, you know, there have been cases where you see a lot of coppers, you know, being stranded. So this money definitely, I think, is very good. It's going to help, even though some people are saying it should be pushed up to 50,000 naira. But I definitely, you know, we have to start somewhere. So thumbs up to the federal government for doing this. And of course, the jubilation on Twitter, I just had to bring it down here. At I am Sheun Olaofin. God bless those who made this decision to pay NYSC people 33,000 naira. With this, more youths can serve, plan for after NYSC, and also drink plenty Biggie Apple. Nigeria is moving forward. Yeah, definitely. Congrats to them. At Kiddy_B, our man crush Monday for the whole February. Hashtag NYSC. Sorry we doubted you. Okay. The president's already someone's man crush Wednesday for every day. Man crush Monday, rather. At Zico, if I jam any girl today, me, hi, I'm Copper Isaac, and you? Their dad, you know, based on he's now getting 33,000 naira. Okay, Copper Isaac. At _ you see, hope this guy still they serve, because now he's supposed to be giving that 33K first, because he's really shouting under the sun or in the rain, we will do this. Okay, great. At Ayo _T, when you tell coppers to join in the Buhari resign trend, please leave me out of it. I'm getting 33,000 naira, so no, I don't need it. Okay, great. Really, really funny funny comments there. And Zach _21st CM. NYSC, finally I can start wearing my fully kitted NYSC uniform 24/7. Whenever you see any core member passing by, just holler. You know, he's smiling, he's saying, I am proud of the uniform I'm wearing. I'm proud to represent Nigeria, you know. But you didn't have to do this because they're paying you 33,000 naira. Zach, you didn't have to. All right, moving on from that. Just before we move to the Burna Boy story, I have a guest that's going to be joining me now. He's going to be talking to us. Yeah, he's coming. Good morning.
Good morning.
He's going to be talking. I'm very well, thank you. He's going to be talking to us about the commercial you saw just before I came on, the town hall meeting.
That's right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So kindly just tell us what this event is about.
Yes. So we have a DAI town hall coming up, actually organized by DAI Communications. But what we're doing is promoting the AIT brand, which is the AIT.live. That's our online platform. A lot of people would have to, you know, get to know about the platform and get more information on what's happening. But the town hall is very, very critical at the time which we are living at the moment. We're talking about hate speech. We're talking about social media regulation. Those are trending topics, especially before the National Assembly went on the Christmas and New Year break. That was one of the most hot topics in the country because of the two legislations that were presented before the Nigerian Senate. Two private member bills that were presented before the Nigerian Senate generated a whole lot of outrage. So what AIT.live is essentially doing is we're taking a step back and saying, come on, let Nigerians come over from all walks of life. Let's meet in a town hall. Traditionally, town halls used to be events organized in the village, for instance, where you have different clans come out, different families come and engage on a common issue affecting the common interest of their community or their society. So essentially that's what we're having, and that's why we're bringing people from different segments of the society. Fundamentally, we're going to have the legislature at the national level represented, led by the Senate President, whom we paid a courtesy visit, led by the Chairman of the Board of DAI Communications, Raymond Dokwesi Jr., the GMD, and other management staff, who paid a courtesy visit to him, and he endorsed it. And he feels these are critical issues which Nigerians must talk about at this time. And he's excited about it, and he's going to be there, hopefully. We also have the two senators who sponsored the bill, who are going to be there as well, because this is the first opportunity Nigerians and the general public will have to engage them directly on the issue of social media regulation of the hate speech bill. We also have other, members of the National Assembly who will be there as well. And on the executive side, we have the Minister of Information, who would also go to, because this is essentially his terrain. I mean, he is a Minister of Information,
Yes.
and his ministry essentially regulates through the NBC what we do as broadcasters, AIC, and other broadcasters in the country. And of course, the NBC is also talking about regulating the online media. So you're talking about online television and radio, for instance, now would also come under the regulation. So we have the other third aspect to the town hall, which is the proposed amendment to the NBC Act. It's now just at the proposal level. It's not been presented before the National Assembly yet, so it's still on the basis of a proposal. But we've seen a few things as journalists. We dig up, we find out what's happening. So those are some of the things we are going to be talking about. So you have the Minister of Information, who is going to lead his delegation. Of course, the NBC is going to be largely represented, the NCC as well. Then on the other hand, we also have civil society organizations who are going to be there. The members of the Nigerian public, the academia as well, going to be largely represented.
So everyone is going to be there.
Everyone is going to be. So it's a big deal, actually. And that's why we're inviting members of the public to be present.
So how can members of the public gain access to this town hall meeting?
It's simple. Invitations have been sent out. But you can also check on Eventbrite. Eventbrite, you find the AIT.live town hall, and you can register online, and so that when you come to the venue of the event, access is easy for you to get into the event and participate in the program.
But without registering online, can you actually just go there that the day of the event and do the actual registration that morning?
Yes,
will you be allowed to enter?
You can actually do that because it's a public event. It's holding at the NAV Conference Center, which is a big event center in the capital city. So it has a capacity of holding a whole lot of people. But if you register online, it helps us to manage the crowd because we can have an idea of the numbers we are expecting.
Yes.
And it makes it easy for logistics management.
And this is happening when again?
On the 3rd of February. That's Monday. Yes.
Okay.
So registration opens 8:45, and the event is going to be live broadcast on a live television on AIT, and it's also going to be streamed online as well. So we're opening opportunity for global participation in this event.
Thank you very, very much for your time. I'm definitely interested in this, and I'm sure that a lot of journalists, are rallying around this event to make sure it's a success. And not just for journalists.
Maybe I could just quickly add, because as journalists, some of us may feel, oh, we are not directly affected. It's a social media. But the world of broadcasting, the world of journalism is about content.
Yes.
And these content are largely pushed out through online platforms, through the internet. So let me refer you to part two. Quick one. No, that's the problem being a journalist. You get to talk too much. But just to get Nigerians to understand what this is about. Transmission of false statement. Section 1 of the proposed bill says, any information to diminish public confidence in the performance of any duty or function of, or in the exercise of any power of government. A lot of people have said it contradicts with Section 22 of the Constitution, which gives the media the authority to hold the government accountable. So let's talk about it.
Thank you very much for your time. I have to continue with the show. Of course, this is content from social media that I'm bringing right here. Thank you very much. All right.
Well,
okay, so no Grammy for Burna Boy yet, because we're still hopeful that our African giant can bring it home for us eventually. So a lot of people were sad on Sunday evening when Burna Boy did not take home the Grammy. We were all excited. Some people even prayed for Burna, but he's still the African giant. He's still a superstar. But let's take a look at some of the reactions to the big news. At Emily Filu, by awarding Beninese singer Angelique Kidjo a 4th award at the expense of Burna Boy, the Grammy Awards have shown their inability to seize the artistic revolution unfolding on the continent. I'm late to this. On the continent, just basically saying that because Angelique Kidjo won the award, but she's saying, you know what, it was time for another person to win. Let's move on to the next one quickly. Okay, at Agbolizim Yusuf. Initially, I was like, Grammy is one fake award lately when Burna Boy was not given the award. But when I just decided to check out who actually won it, I kept my mute because I know Angelique Kidjo should have won it anyways. But I agreed with you. We're all proudly ignorant. Okay. Moving on quickly. Next slide at Adekemi_. How had Burna Boy didn't win a Grammy is crazy. His African Giant album alone is iconic. Don't get me started. His collabs, this is why we have awards for black people by black people. I think she's talking about the BET on an international level. At Anaka Jr., Grammys mean a lot. Burna was nominated and lost to Angelique Kidjo. That's a win. So many artists have been nominated once but didn't win. E.g. Omarion Kendrick lost to Malcolm Moore in 2013, came back the following year and won. Burna's loss is like Messi losing the World Cup. So saying, you know, he would eventually come back to win. Well, still another reaction. TV presenter Shade Ladipo had this to say. She actually recorded a video, you know, talking about how people should stop comparing, saying that, you know, Grammys cheated Burna Boy because Angelique Kidjo is not Burna Boy's mate. Take a look at this video.
Hey guys, so I'm not deep. So I was looking at things, you understand? Because if I talk too much, they say Shade, just let me not talk. People are saying that Burna Boy was cheated. Cheated? How dare they? Who is this woman they gave award to? The mouth should have been heavy that she was saying that. You understand? Even Burna Boy himself know to be in that same category with that woman called Angelique Kidjo. It's an honor. If Fela was alive, Fela and Angelique Kidjo, they are mates. Listen to what I just said. Yes, you heard me right? The person that Burna Boy looks up to as Alpha and Omega in the music, the person is alive in the leg of Angelique Kidjo. That's who she is. Please, let's not be mistaken. Please, Messa is great, so let's not compare it. Okay? Thank you.
You heard it from Shade Ladipo saying, you know what, Burna is great, but, you know, Angelique Kidjo is also a living legend. Well, another huge comment, you know, that even started a whole new conversation is Naomi Campbell, you know, just talking about the whole event, talking about, you know, congratulating Angelique Kidjo and also talking about how the Grammys, they need to, you know, create you know, awards, line of awards for Afrobeat, because the Afrobeat genre, like, is also huge. So that is basically the problem. And she basically asked them to go get an education. You know, to the Recording Academy, there's something that brings joy, strength. You know, it goes on. It's a long, long list, what she tells, you know. But basically, she's saying there's a lot more the Academy needs to do to understand the different music, the different sounds that come out from different continents. And, you know, not just think it revolves around R&B, hip-hop, and rock and roll, and alternative soul. There's a lot more. And, of course, Afrobeat is about to take over. So, yes, thank you so much for that, Naomi. We love you. Moving on to... I think we have another. Well, just right after, you know, a lot of people were defending Burna, some persons even attacked Angelique Kidjo. Burna Boy decided to stick to his own page, and he goes, "I love you forever, Angelique Kidjo, and every single person that rooted for me. I don't take any of it lightly. The world, get ready, because we're all coming." Now, the funny and the most sweetest thing ever is while she was receiving her award on that stage, she actually paid tribute to Burna Boy. Take a look at her acceptance speech.
Oh my God. 4 years ago on this stage, I was telling you that the new generations of artists coming from Africa gonna take you by storm. And the time has come. This is for Burna Boy. Burna Boy is among those young artists that come from Africa that is changing the way our continent is perceived and the way the African music have been the bedrock of every music. I want to thank Kevin Morris at Red Light Management.
Truly, African music has been the bedrock of every music. And, you know, just saying there, telling them that, you know what, the next generation is here. We have Burna, we have Wizkid, we have Davido, we have Tiwa, Shay Shay. We have, you know, amazing talents coming out of Africa. Nigeria to be precise. It's amazing. So that's a fine place to live in. Don't you think so? Because I definitely think so. Let's move on to our video of the week. Yes, I know you've seen him a lot on your screens, but this just has to tell you how important of a man he was before he died. Now, of course, you also know that in the sad helicopter crash, there were also 8 others in that helicopter that lost their lives. So hip-hop mogul Diddy took to his Instagram page to post a tribute video celebrating the lives of Kobe Bryant and every other person that died in that helicopter crash. This is our video of the week. A little, you know, not the usual, but I think is only befitting that we just pay our respects to Kobe Bryant. That'll be all for. My name is Ina Peters, and I will see you next week. Do follow us on all our social media platforms at Weekend Show NG, and you can catch me on Instagram, Ina_Peters. Goodbye.
Check it. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block of dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see.
The basketball gene, I've completely and fully passed off to Gianna. She's got it. Yeah. The best thing that happens is when we go out and fans will come up to me and she'll be standing next to me and they'll be like, hey, you gotta have a boy. You and V gotta have a boy, man. You have somebody carry on the tradition, the legacy. She's like, Oi, I got this.
Challenge in coaching your own daughter?
Making sure she knows that I love her whether she plays well or plays like crap. The lesson I cherish the most is how important it is to love what you do. If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. I encourage you to always be curious, always seek out things you love, and always work hard once you find them.
Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you still living your life after death.